Alrighty. Womp dump bum bum. It's been a while. It has been a while since I did a YouTube stream. So hopefully I still remember what I'm supposed to be doing. Let me one second. Oh, alright, there we go. Boosting up the gain a little. Woo! Right. Hope that's saved. Woo! Press the transition. Alright. We back here again. So for a bit of context, last time I did one of these like tutorial streams for like how to make your own solo collabs. I did it over on Twitch. And the funny thing is, I thought to myself, like, why didn't I do this on YouTube? Which is the place most people upload, and like, yeah, it was just dumb of me. Okay. It was dumb. So yeah, I will for sure make a full form video for what happened for that stream. But today's stream is all about how to host your own music cover collabs. And this doesn't necessarily mean like this is strictly for music covers. Like I think a lot of this information transfers to like game collabs or like other types of collabs that you might want to do as a content creator. So yeah, let's oh yeah, no, before we dive in, we have to talk about Babbling Belphie. So Babbling Belphie is a segment of my stream where I just like chat a little bit for the first couple of minutes on a completely random topic, and then we'll dive into the meat of what this stream is about. So let's see. One sad thing about, I guess like maybe the Babbling Belphie for today is what I miss about Twitch streaming versus YouTube streaming. Oh man. So I mostly stream on Twitch, and the reason is that there's a lot of different extensions. So like the little cute little lambs you see at the bottom here, that's one of the extensions that you can do on Twitch. But the ones I miss the most is the throwing system, where like viewers can just like throw random 3D objects. Yeah, you can still do mini games and everything with the stream avatars here. It is possible. However, I'm not too sure how it translates. Bomb costs 10. You only have 4 gold. Rip. I didn't even know it costed money. Hold on a minute. Oh dear. The cute little lamb about the pig hair. Thank you. I actually did not know that the bombs cost money on this little mini game, but yeah, so I do miss the throwing system, but I also felt like it's more appropriate to host this chatting stream on YouTube, because I could just like archive the stream and then save it as an artifact, as I call it. And meanwhile, I'll like behind the scenes work on the full feature film. No, it's gonna be like a couple of like 5-10 minute videos that I want to put on my channel in addition to all the music covers that I do. So that's that. Nice thing about it is stream elements work both on Twitch and YouTube. So for some of the, like, if a new sub appears, stuff like that, it should work the same way. I don't think I have the tips and donations set up, and it's impossible for me to get super chat right now, so we're just gonna have it nice and casual. So indeed, we're gonna have a great time. All right, let's get started. So what is a music cover? What am I even talking about here today? In particular, I'm focusing the stream on the group singing covers that you see on YouTube. So if you think of the new nijisanji debut, their group original song is actually coming out a little later today, and I'm talking about that kind of style. So where, well, we'll actually get into it. Like, you don't necessarily have to make it super fancy, but that is an option too. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh yeah, we're going down here. This is so high tech, eh? Alrighty. So I think a majority of people don't really consider how much like planning and pre-planning happens when you're trying to host a music cover. I guess like we can cover both original songs and covers. Not much changes aside from the number of singers and staff. You might have a little bit more staff in one of them, but yeah. So when you're when you're planning, you're like, what kind of song do I want to do? Are you the type of person that when you like watch the latest anime, you're like, oh man, I wish I had a bunch of friends that all will sing this together with me, or you just want to show your love for your favorite like artists, maybe try to engage with the small community that you're in and just want to have new friends. Like there's a lot of like motives. I don't want to say motives, but like a lot of goals people have in mind, but they don't really like list them out, right? When you're thinking of making a video. I did hear that if you're planning to do vocal covers, that actually has higher engagement than an original song. For the majority of people on YouTube. If you're like super famous and stuff and you're making your original songs, well, that's a whole other story. But just for like anyone out there, if you ever want to make like singing a passion, a hobby, the best way to do it is through like singing covers of popular songs, meme songs, new songs, old songs. It depends on what you're singing for. Majority of the time when I decide on what to sing with a group versus a solo, actually, hold on, let me put that as another sticky note here. Like, why would you choose to do a song solo versus group? Maybe you don't have enough time to record a whole like 4-minute song. That could be a reason. Maybe you just want to have friends all kind of come together and sing a song. Sing a song that actually is the lyrics to a song. Literally going sing a song. So that could be an option. Or like, yeah, solo versus group. Do you want to just like have one person sing one singer's role? Like, for example, if you're singing like a group song already, who's popular? BTS. BTS isn't even active right now, but we'll just go with BTS. How many do they have? 6 members? Gosh. Wow, it goes to show I am not really too familiar with BTS. X amount of number of singers, and you want each person, you delegate each person to sing one of the BTS members. You could go that route. So that might be a reason why you want to do a group cover. Maybe you're not really good at doing rap. And maybe you have a friend that's really good at raps but can't sing. And this is an option to have everyone kind of come together. And thank you so much for subbing, Joba. Welcome, welcome. So that could be a reason why you want to do a group cover. Maybe you all want to celebrate someone's birthday. Birthday covers are a very, very popular option for group covers. So if your group of friends, someone's birthday is coming up and you're all singers, sometimes someone would organize one of these secret covers, and don't tell the birthday boy or birthday girl that everyone's working very hard behind the scenes, and gift it as a birthday present, which is very cute. I think that's absolutely adorable. So that is an option. Let's see what else. Let me go back to that. Yeah, so this kind of ties into the deadlines category. It's like, do you wanna just like sing a song and have no deadlines? How long would you expect everyone to finish their parts and like just release it whenever it's ready? And that is an option, but do be warned, when you select that option, that could take over a couple of years. It not necessarily coming out this fall, maybe not even the new year. I'll go into that detail later, but that's one option. Or if you're doing it time sensitive, like a birthday collab, you need everything done by this date. Even if you're like half complete, well, too bad. That's the deadline. A lot of competitions, that also happens too. Like you have no choice. Either you get disqualified or you submit something. So consider that when you're planning. Plan ahead. And always there's always gonna be some hassle. It's like you think that you have all of the like backup plans in your brain. Nope, you will not have all the backup plans in your brain. There's always something that comes up. So take into note of that. And always have a backup plan to your backup plans to your backup plans. All right. Let's see. What kind of final video are you considering? Do you want a really flashy original MV? Or do you want just like a color-coded, like just like flat images, the old Nico Nico YouTube cover style? That is an option. I would warn you that that would also affect your number of singers and budgets, which I will continue on in a couple minutes actually. So yeah, if you're considering really, really fancy videos, the more fancy the video is, the more time it's gonna take. And then expect delays. And unless you dish out a lot of money, you might have to like think of alternatives. So there's also the option of just like using the original music video. That's more common for solo covers, but it's also an option for group covers. Just slap on the original video. Actually, a lot of my older collabs that I've been in, all we did to like avoid the copyright system is just flip the video like horizontally, vertically, and then just have that as the video. And it's just us it's like us lip syncing. Wait, no, it's like the original people lip syncing to our singing. It's hilarious. It's like Why is my voice coming out of that idol's face? That doesn't sound right. But yes, that is indeed an option. So we have that. All right. So once you have a good idea of what kind of final video you want to consider, it's time to decide number of singers and staff. In general, if you're going for like the lowest possible budget, or not even budget, just like what is the bare minimum required? It's technically just singers and mixers. Someone to sing the vocals and someone to put all the vocals together into the final audio, MP3, WAV or whatever. So that's the bare minimum. But if you want to flush it out, polish the work a little bit more, there's always the option to hire like tuners, timers, mixers, masterers. And then for the video, you might want to include art and video, like not just like arts for all the singers, but for the staff members. There's a lot of stuff there. What I would recommend is take into account your budget. First of all, your budget. And decide whether or not you want this to be completely like a passion project. There's no like commissions or anything. Everyone's just contributing what they can. Or this is like a fully well done produced kind of thing. You might need additional staff at that point. So you might even consider an arranger, a composer, arranger. If you want to make your own lyrics to make it more unique, a lyricist. If you're not too familiar with how to make harmonies and you want to add harmonies to your songs, you also need to consider that. There's a huge bunch of like people that work for a single 4-minute video. So yeah, and then when you're looking for the animators for the music video, are you looking for like 3D animation? Are you looking for like stop motion or just like the 2D panning? I call it 2.5D. It is a lot of like people behind the scenes, and make sure to credit everyone. I do see sometimes some videos artists are not credited. Yeah, a lot of stuff, and it might be a little overwhelming for a first time person planning a music cover collab. So if you're just like trying out, I would suggest perhaps start with like a duet or a trio, just to get familiar with like how to set deadlines, how to work with other people on all of these different staff roles. Because if you just jump into like, I'm hosting 100-person, all you can sing, all I want for Christmas is you, that might not be a wise decision. Don't do that. Oh boy, the mixers will cry. So yeah, let me list out some of the staff roles. So you have timers, tuners, so people to time all of the singers according to the instrumental, and then people to adjust some of the tuning so that people sound well together. This is not like auto tuning. I don't really understand where the concept of like tuning is bad, because everyone does it. the whole music industry does it. It's not like a secret. But tuners also help a lot in group projects, because you might be singing like a perfect pitched C, middle C, and someone else is singing a perfectly pitched middle C. But because of the color of your voice, you might not blend well together unless someone is slightly sharper. There's like all these little intricacies But like I said, these are like further down the line. If you want to like super polish it, these are things to consider. Ooh. All right, timers, tuners, mixers, masters, master. Yeah, artists. And when you're thinking about art roles, are you thinking of like one person doing like the sketching all the way to the coloring and the shading? Sometimes that might be too much work for one person, so you might need to consider like getting a couple of timers and tuners, couple of artists. Mixing is usually done by one person. Master is usually done by one person. Someone can mix and master at the same time, in the same flow. More commonly, people do mix and mastering together, but for larger projects, you might want to split it out for these two roles. So for artists, do you want like concept outfit designs? What if you want everyone to have the same cute little like matching clothing for the music video? So that's an option. So you might also need a sketch to convert the concept art into the final poses for the artwork. Someone might be in charge of doing the line art, so making the sketch cleaner, and then base color. So we're now filling in the cleaned line art with just the base color and maybe someone for shading. It depends on your collection of artists working on this project. So someone could be doing base color and shading at the same time. The sketch artist might just clean up their lines a little bit and then do sketch and line art together. Honestly, you might want some background artists as well if you don't really know like what to put in the background. Sometimes the animator is in charge of that. So let's see. Who does the movie? So we can have like 2.5D puppeting is where like in Live 2D some parts of the hair move separately from the rest of the body depending on like the motion, or it could just be like still images. That's also a thing. Puppeting 3D. What else? Motion graphics. Like, well, it depends on how fancy you want this music cover to look. You can always go back to just like a single piece of artwork and slap on some lyrics. No harm in that. I do it a lot. Or you can even record if you're a VTuber, you can just like record your model singing, lip syncing to the song for your parts, and then just work like collect everyone else's VTuber files and then just like make a video using those models. That's also a pretty easy way to get stuff out the door. So yeah, once you have a good idea of how many number of singers you want, oh, I forgot to add. Scripter is an option. Harmony, adlibber. There's a lot of people if you want to make it super fancy. Harmonies, if you're not familiar on making your own harmonies for the song, you might need an additional person who specializes in making custom harmony and ad-libs. Scripter, I think I will get. I do have a scripting section in the working phase. Oh shoot, let me put in blend test because that's important. Whoop. Yeah, I'm totally not just like, oh, working on this on the fly. No way. That's what the pretty long form video is for. This is like pre-planning. All right. So now you have like the number of singers and staff that you have in mind. Now it's time for the budget. Are you looking for? Do you have only $50 and that's it? You like, this is all of your like hobby money that you've saved up, or it could be more. I don't know. You'll need to start working around with like what's most important to you, in terms of this list. Like if you're looking to commission someone for some of these roles, put it into perspective. Like what's most important to you? Do you want the music to sound really, really smooth and buttery? Or do you want the visuals to be like so wow, shabam, wow, wow? Your pick. There's no right answer to this. You can go as free as you can or as much money as you can. It's all up to you, but just like something to plan around. And are you gonna spend like, hold on. So say you have a budget. Are you the host going to pay the entire budget? Or are you looking for people in this group that could help pitch in for the money? So I've been in a couple of groups where everyone agrees to at first. All the singers agree to pitch in for the music, for the art, and for the final video. That's pretty common. Make sure, I guess, like double check, because depending on where you've like where in the community you are, some groups probably don't say it out that that's how they do it, and assume that you know that you have to pitch in money. But just like make sure you communicate well with your teammates. I mean, you don't want to like don't spend your whole like life savings on a single video accidentally because you didn't expect that you had to pitch in. So yeah, just make sure to read the recruiting if it lists in there. If not, you can always ask the host. It's good to set expectations. Like I'm looking as a host when you're sending out recruitments, like I'm planning for everyone to spend like $50, or this is a completely free project. We're just looking for like anyone offering these services for free. Yeah, go your way and you can do it. I believe in you. All right. So now that you have like an idea of what you're looking for overall, how are you gonna start recruiting people? How are you even gonna find all these people to like help you out with the video, or like are interested in wanting to do a music cover with you? So, oh boy. there's like a couple of pitfalls here that I will mention once we get deep into it. And hello, Nine, welcome. I hope you are having a fantabulous day. Hey, Tamaya, welcome. So in this recruiting phase, how many people are you gonna recruit? Where are you gonna recruit from? My suggestion would be to go into like Discord communities, like singing communities. That's a really great way to look for people. Maybe I should do like must-haves for the recruiting form. A lot of people also recruit from Twitter. In the past, I've seen a lot of people recruit on YouTube, but that's like many years ago when there wasn't like 50 billion videos being uploaded a day onto YouTube. It's much harder to search for new recruitments on YouTube for YouTube music covers. It's pretty sad, actually. Back in my day, I feel old. Back in my day, all you had to do was search up like auditions open, music cover auditions open, click search, and then search for the latest videos from like today or latest videos from this week, and you would have a bunch of like people looking for people to sing K-pop songs with. um Forums used to also be a thing. I don't know if forums are a thing now. Aside from Discord, best bet is to go to either Discord or Twitter. A bit more closed on Discord, but you also find a lot of like what is it called, veterans who have done music covers. So yeah, it's interesting. So what do you even put on your recruiting form? I would recommend using Google Docs. Not Google Docs. Whoa, Google. Hashtag not sponsored. What is it called? Google Forms. That's the word. Maybe I shouldn't put it there because I don't want to get into trouble. But yeah, recruiting form, what kind of things do you want to look for as a host? So first of all, like their name, alias, somewhere you can contact them back. Like if you're planning to host the collab on Discord, like the management side of things on Discord, then make sure you have their Discord names. You ask for them, and also prepare a backup contact in case they change their Discord number, or they might not be you might not be able to contact because the DMs are closed. Make sure you have like 2 ways to contact a person. Like what kind of role that they're interested in. So let's just say, oh, I'm looking for all of these people plus like 6 singers, and what kind of role are you interested in? What's your specialty? And make sure to ask that. If it's a singer, sometimes it will be nice to ask for their vocal range, because you'll also need to double confirm it later on once you have your group of people recruited. But like, say everyone's vocal range is like a mezzo soprano, and you have one soprano that can only sing in like the highest ranges. That might be an issue, but that might not be an issue. But generally, like, does that fit the song that you're working on? Like, can you hit the lowest note, or what kind of like range is everyone more comfortable in? That stuff will need to be considered further down in like the scripting, but it's good to get a general start here. All right, what's next? Samples. That's very important. Ask for like how have they had any experience in the roles that they say they want to participate in. Usually, depending on like what your specialty is. For example, if you are a mixer, if you're generally a really good mixer and you're looking for singers to sing a song where you mix, maybe you have very specific microphone asks. Like if you are a really good what else? A harmony blender scripter type of person, you might be able to gauge like how well 2 people sing together without them doing a blend test. So we also have that. Ahem. All right, let me hydrate for 1 second. Ooh, water. Okay. Now that you have their samples, sometimes when vocalists give out samples, it's not like the raw music. Maybe it's like another song that they've covered and they're showing you their YouTube finished product. You might want to ask for more raw microphone samples if you're just trying to gauge how well their microphone is. Some people don't even need to consider that, but you might also want to hear the raws in case there's a lot of tuning that you need to do, or maybe their timing isn't as tight as you want singers to be without any post-production work. Samples, and depending on what you're also looking for, artists, you might want to look for past work that they've done for that specific role. So let me go back up here. Whoop. So if you're looking if someone's like, oh, I'm interested in doing the line art only, then maybe you want to ask for past examples of line art. You don't want samples of like shading. That's not useful in that case. Or like if you're looking for a specific type of movie, make sure their samples are relevant. It's important. But sometimes people just like slap in their general like Google Drive of everything that they've done. Might not be as useful, especially if you're getting a lot of people applying for your collab. So one time I had to sift through, I think it was like 70 or 80 forms, and we had to like get back to the people within like a week or so. So trying to listen to 70, 80 people, and if I had to like go through like 2 or 3 files of each person, and it's like around 1 minute samples of each, that's we can do the math and like calculate that's quite a lot of time to make a decision. So make sure your samples are straight to the point, and appropriate for the song that you're auditioning for. Yeah, treat this as an audition for anything, really. Like if you're trying to audition for voice acting, you want to give your best samples. You want to give samples that is appropriate for what they're looking for, and go from there. Yeah. You might hear the word doubling, vocal only, staff only being thrown around in collabs. And that means it's one person doing both the singing and one of these like staff roles. So that's what a double is. When you see the word like doubles preferred, that means they're looking for people who are interested in doing the singing as well as one or more of these other roles other than singing. They might also specify they're like, if you are a doubler, then you will have a higher chance of getting picked. Or if you're staff only, then you might have a higher chance of pick. Usually vocalist positions in these collabs are the cream of the crop, the hardest to get into if you're just doing vocal only, but not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily mean that like you shouldn't try to do vocal only. If you really can't commit to any staff roles, then don't push yourself. That's a pitfall right there. Don't burn out yourself because you're trying to like get into these collabs. We've all been there. We all think that we could do it. Just make sure to give yourself some breather and some time to rest. That's really important. Alrighty, what's next? Considering vocal blend when you're recruiting your vocalists in particular, but it can also work for like artists or movie folks. When you're looking for a group collab, the worst thing to come out of it is if everyone sounds dissonant or something just sounds really off in your final product, and it's not anyone's fault in particular. Sometimes when you're singing, your voice just does not blend with some other people's voices, whether it be because of those like special frequencies just like clashing at each other, or maybe the way you pronounce words is different. Like there's quite a lot of small reasons why, and they will all add up at the end. More flexible people can try to adapt and adjust to their singing while working on vocal blend, but I would also consider, like, if you have a good idea of what the final sound should be like, then make sure to consider the vocal blend when you're trying to pick the auditionees. In general, for like YouTube covers and collabs, there's only like one audition phase. When someone talks about like VTuber auditions, they can go for like 2, 3, 4 rounds. I don't know, but for like a collab, a single time collab, usually it's just like you post your samples and then you either get it or you don't get it. You might not even hear back from the host. As a host, you might not have the time to send rejection letters to everyone. Maybe just like do a flat post on Twitter saying like, I've contacted everyone for this collab, or well, make sure don't say that before like everyone has agreed to join. Make sure to like reach out to the auditionees and be like, are you still interested? Sometimes these recruiting forms go for like months or weeks, and people forget. They're like, oh, did I even like submit that form 3 weeks ago for the song? So yeah, make sure to like contact them and be like, hey, are you still up for this collab? I think you fit really well for like this role, blah blah blah. And then they'll be like, oh yeah, I remember this. Sure. Or like, I'm sorry, I'm too busy right now. But thank you for considering me. And then there's like different endings. I've seen them. So once you have the final roster, and everyone has joined the Discord or wherever you're hosting this, then send out like, okay, we've contacted everyone. Thank you for auditioning. Consider next time. So yeah, now that you have everyone together, there's... Oh no, go away! Oh no. Darn it. No cute sisters for you. How do I do this? What's it called? Stream elements. Lameo. 1 second. How do I even reset it? Poof. And it's gone. Let me fix that later. Why is it your sister? Oh, but anyways. So once we have everyone in the servers and you're just like ready, you're ready to get started. You're like, oh yeah, it's time. I have a set deadline of 3 months and we need to get everything done within these 3 months. It's time. Time to set like overall deadlines. It's like, make sure everyone first of all agrees to to your deadlines, and then ask them like, all right, for your part, how much time do you think you need for your section? So for example, if you have vocalists, so I'm gonna give like the 3-month example. Vocalists, how much time do you think you need to record your part? Do you need like roughly a month? Do you need like a couple of weeks? Actually, this might be something you want to ask in your recruiting forms too is like, how long do you think you need to take before you submit your parts? That's also permission for you to be like, how much time can I can I let you be before I start bothering you? Let's see. Unwanted commercial contact. Deleting the messages. Alright. Wait, why is there still one showing? Let me... I'm trying to get the stream elements chat thing to work again, but... I can't remove one of the comments. Hold on one moment. I'm just gonna start sending a lot of random chat. Bump. Bump. Oh man, how many sentences do I have to write? Let me double check. No, unfortunately, I can't remove one of these stupid chat messages. Alright, so... where were we? Deadlines, 3 months. Vocalists, how long? Let's just say that we give the vocalists 1 month. That means mixers and masterers will probably need all 2 months. Honestly, like, some of these can be worked in tandem. And as long as you get the final mastered music thing a couple of days before the full rendering is needed for the video part, you should be okay. Again, make sure to ask like all your mixers, how much do you need for mixing? Art and animation is also like separate categories. Please try to give your animators or movie makers at least a month. I know that is majority of the time not possible, especially for like really tight deadlines, but as soon as you can get art placeholders for the video, that's usually the time when animation can get started. So you don't want to have art take up the majority of the time if you need the final artworks to be in the video. So I say more than 1 month, please. One mom. More than one mom, please. One, please. Let's see. For art, honestly, like 2 months. 2 to 3 months. If it's like a 3-month deadline, as long as you have placeholders for the animation and give like a week for rendering. Ideally, that's the best. Let me see. Darn it, so can I ban this person? If I ban this report, hide user from this channel. Ah, it worked! Perfect! Okay, so that's what happened. And now I can put back the chatting thing, hopefully. Reload. No! Why? Why is the hot photos of your sister still still visible on my chat. Please go away. So that's the oh, all right, back to this. Screw the chat thing. Unfortunately, we'll have to blur it out for this stream until we can push it back out. Yeah, once you have all the deadlines set and everyone's like good to go, scrap that all out, throw it out the window, because there's always going to be people with delays and everything. So like scrap that all out. Nope, out the window it goes. Now add like 2 months to everything. Oh, I DC'd. Wait, why did I DC? What? Where did I go? Am I off? I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube's. Hello. I mean, okay, it works. Okay. I don't know. OBS is like, you've been disconnected. I was like, I don't want to be disconnected. Yeah, scrap it all out. It's not gonna work. And the reason why I'm saying this is because yeah, all these extra things happen. The least that you expected things are gonna happen. So make sure you have like backup vocals, or if you need to like recruit some backups, this is the time to like consider people. Yeah, you think 1 month is gonna do it? Make sure to have check-in. Like if you have a 1 month deadline for your vocalists, make sure to check in like halfway there. Some people will do like daily pings for the last weeks for some things. People might find it a little bit more aggressive in this way, but I do find it really helpful as a participant to see like these daily reminders, like you have 1 day left. Are you gonna leave it to the final day? Are you? I'm watching you. Or it could just be like, oh yeah, finally I finished my part and I don't have to be bothered by all these daily pings anymore. If you notice that people aren't responding to your check-ins, if they've gone AFK for way too long and you are slightly concerned about their situation, best thing to do is probably try to message them. If they're not responding there, try to see if they're the other socials that they shared, if anything's going on in those places, and at that point be like, oh, okay, all right, I guess this is it. Maybe it's time for me to pull up my backup. Some people might be like, that's rude, like you should probably just wait. This is just like a collab. If no one's like paying money or there's like strict deadlines, why are you pushing? There are cases where people lose momentum, people lose interest in collabs because they take so long. Like 3 months is for casual collab, 3 months is considered like short, but for any like type of competition, that's considered long. So it depends on what context you're making this music collab for. And yeah, make sure people are still active. If a collab drags on too long and there's like no additional pings or updates or like general chatting in the Discord forums, I do find it a little bit hard to gain back the momentum. Blep on YouTube. Blep is on YouTube. Yeah, and I need to make sure that I don't see the spam on my YouTube things. The YouTube chat. Is it gone yet? I need to, I'm like watching my stream elements to make sure that it disappeared, but no, it's still like there. You're so lost. Don't worry. Don't worry, Pi. We're talking about deadlines. It's time for deadlines. I'm talking about like the general pitfalls of hosting collabs that take a little bit long. You are the deadline. Oh dear. Deadline is approaching. Because I think there's like generally two types of, well, three types of vocalists or like collab people that you find for music covers. There's the people that once you have the deadline set, once you have the script out, or like once you have the art like ready, they will do it at the fastest pace ever, like faster than Sonic, faster than the speed of light. They'll get those recordings to you like ASAP. The moment you put out the script, 5 minutes later, they have their vocals ready. There's the second type of people where it's like, okay, when at the time to, I will add it to my log of like to-dos and we'll work on the song. And then you've got the people who's like, oh shoot, it's like the last day and I need to like record now. If I don't record now, I'm gonna be late. And then you've got the occasional people that like 10 days after deadline pop back in and be like, hey guys, what's up? This is the danger of working with a bunch of people you're not too familiar with. But what can you do? The best thing to think about is, if you're a host, make sure you're able to adapt to all these situations. Be understanding, but also make sure the people in your roster are accountable for the things that they promise to commit. I want to say I give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but if I see you like 3-4 times, I join a collab 3-4 times, and 3-4 times nothing has happened after the deadlines are set, like maybe it's not the best idea to host. And I have seen people out there that like have signups for songs every other week, but never see anything released. I'm just like, be wary. In general, most of the people are pretty committed, so do your due diligence, both as a host and as someone who's like looking for how to join these collabs. All right, blend test. What is a blend test? What am I even talking about here? What is this word? Why is it blending? Are we like putting everything's in the blender and considering, will all the vocalists blend? Stephen, his dad, would tell you, oh, you only familiar with failure. No failures. No failures, only winning. We're here to win. Oh boy. Wait, where did that go? Alright, so what is a blend test? Blend test most of the time is for vocalists. However, there are cases where you're trying to do a blend test for the artists or for the motion movie makers. Because like for any art thing, really, everyone has their own specific style of like singing, of like making art, making videos. And you want to make sure the video at the end of the day is like, okay. You want everything to be a little bit like at least coherent. So in the case for blend test, for vocals, this is when everyone submits like a little piece of music and everyone records the same lines. Usually you also test like the range, so like maybe pick some phrase in the song that you're gonna sing, the lowest and the highest parts. Have everyone sing that. And then what you do is like you pit everyone against each other. So we're doing math here. We're doing, what is it called? Combinatorics? Boo. Boo, we're doing combinatorics. So singing battle royale, yeah. Pretty much. So everyone get into the ring and we all fight each other. All right. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm just gonna have 3 singers because I don't want to make all these different multicolored things. All right. Say you have 3 singers and they all sing. You give them a line, they all sing it for you. And now you have to make sure that each person blends well with the other person, right? Actually, no, I'll make it 4 because this is easier. All right. Oh, no, same color. So for this blue person... Whoa, where did this arrow come from? Okay. Go away. All right. So for this person, you need to put their vocals... Whoa. Why? Why is this happening? Ugh. Wow. Okay. You pair up the vocals so you have like singer blue with singer purple on the same file to see if their voices match each other. And then you do it for singer blue with singer red. You do it for singer blue with singer yellow. And sometimes people don't work well together. Their voices like clash. So once you hear this, maybe you can like grade the people like, oh, blue with yellow. Wait, that's orange. Blue with orange sound really well. They almost sound like one person. So we're gonna mark that off as like good blend. Wow, blue and red do not fit well with each other. One of them is too overpowering the other person. So you check to see if they're complementary. Yeah. Combinatorics. We're talking about combinatorics. Yay, I can turn on the chat thing again. Hold on. Though I don't know if it automatically updates my stream thing here. Refresh? Ah, no hot. Stop it. Oh my gosh. So much for refreshing. There we go. It works. All right. So we're doing combinatorics here, and then you do this with every song, every singer. When you're scripting, you're thinking of having 2 people sing the same line. If you're thinking about 3 people singing the same line, oh, do I have good news for you? You gotta do that now with 3 people singing at the same time. So now you have to test. Okay, say blue and orange are really good together, right? So now you have that. So you got one pair, and now you have to pit those 2 against either a red or a purple. Hut and hut. So that's what happens. So that's how you get your triple pairings. Most of the time you go up to 4. But for 4, it's a little easier. You match 2 people that sing really well together with 2 other people that sing really well together, and then there's like throw those 2 together at 2v2 battles. So that's generally for blend tests for vocalists. For artists, it's a little bit similar. Like, does someone's sketching fits really well with someone's line art? Does someone's shading work well against like someone's sketching? Usually you don't have that many artists. You don't have like pairs of sketchers, pairs of sketchers. What am I promoting shoes here? Pairs of shading colors. Like usually you have one person do like multiple art rules.
So how I usually recruit for artists is like I have 1 or 2 people already in mind and ask them to join first, and then have them consider like the other applicants in the pool. It's like, are you interested in working with this person? Do you think your art works well with this person? Um, and the same for the movie makers. Maybe some people don't really want to do a movie, like make the animation with another person. They prefer solo animating. Solo leveling. So like, yeah, we need to take into consideration all of these people's and how their work ethics pair with other people's work ethics. Let's see. Scripting. Oh boy. So once you have the blend test for the vocalists, now you need to send them like a script. How do you wanna sing? Who sings what? Who sings where? Why? Why are you singing? So I'm just gonna give a scripting example. Depending on how intense you want the final song to be, you might have like solo parts. You'll have group parts. You might have small group parts, which is like the duet stuff, all this like combinatoric stuff that I did up here. So I could say like subgroups. And this is just the melody. The melody part. Sure, let me put that. Oop. I could do a whole stream on just scripting. But we'll keep it short for today. So for the melody, you have like a solo singer, a group singer, or a subgroup singer. And then if you're doing harmonies, you can have like high harmonies, low harmonies, mid harmonies. Most songs have just like a high or just a low in some sections, so people just like call that harmonies in general. But you can split harmonies up into like 4 parts or 5. Sorry, 3 parts, 4 parts. The world is your oyster. Okay. So then we have harmonies. We also have doubles. What is a double when scripting? Double is when you ask the person to sing the exact same phrase again, twice. Sometimes you can even make triples. Very rarely do people ask for triples. Usually it's just doubles, and usually this is only in K-pop. But the reason why you want to do doubles is so that it sounds fuller when you finish mixing up the music. When you hear a lot of K-pop artists, like just pick any of the recent ones, and then you hear some parts, they sound fuller. There's only one person singing, but it sounds fuller. Very likely they have like another take of the exact same phrase, and they just like slap it on top of each other. What else do I need? Melody, harmonies, doubles, shouts, ad-libs. Some songs have the like yay yay woo, or like the has in the background, and you need those as a completely separate track. And you need someone to sing it. I recommend putting that as like a different thing on its own. Don't put it alongside with the melody, otherwise when people record they might overlap. So just try to avoid overlaps when you're a vocalist recording for a group. To scoop or not to scoop? Wow. What are we scooping here? Are we scooping ice cream? I'm trying to scoop ice cream. No. What I'm talking about here is vocal scooping. So when you're singing, give me a phrase. I don't know. Wait, what song? What song has not vocal fry? What kind of song has scooping? Wow. Nothing is coming to mind right now. That's okay. Sometimes at the end of phrases, some singers will go like la 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 la. The little like whoop at the end is considered a vocal scoop. When you have someone else record the exact same sound, maybe they don't do the at the end, and they just keep it very flat and like the same tone throughout. Make sure when you're scripting to let the singers know like you should all scoop at this place or you should all not scoop at this place. Generally speaking, avoid scooping in the group and subgroup parts, but when it's your own solo, go ham. Go ham and eat all the bacon. This is the time for you to shine. But in group parts, don't be what's it called? Don't be a sore thumb and stick out. You want the group parts to blend as much as possible. And scooping makes it very hard for the timers and the tuners to correctly put everyone together, like very coherently. It's not impossible, but it's more work on your staff members, and you don't want to do that. So, maybe I'll pull in a Google Docs and do a scripting example as a separate stream, because there's a lot of different ways, and everyone has their own like scripting style. How do you want to best share what you want people to record, while making sure like people don't get confused when they look at your document? Let's see. How much time do we have left? Feedback. All right. Now that you have like people submitting their lines, people submitting the artwork, people submitting video files, the mixing files, this is celebrate them. Like, encourage people to be like, yeah, thank you so much for your time. This is time well worth it. Now, does anyone in the group have any feedback on how to improve it? Or is there any like major changes that you want before you mark something as like final version 2 final ! Okay, done. At the earlier you give the feedback, the better. But sometimes like it can't be helped. Like people miss things all the time. I'm a very clumsy sheep, and I always like mix up people's voice lines in my videos. I'm sorry. I try my best, but like when you're just like rendering, and like the longer you stare at a doc, the more confused you're gonna get. So it's always great to have someone else to double check that you didn't mess things up too badly. And so we're just gonna be like, oh shoot. All right, so not too much to say about feedback. Like once you get the feedback, make sure to like work on the feedback and do the changes. And everyone should be happy with the final product. So like don't be like the person where it's finally done and then say like, guys, I really hated this project. I couldn't sing to the best of my abilities. Like don't be that person. Always make sure that everyone is satisfied. All right, time to release the video. So once everything's done, once the video is like finally put together, all the music, all the art, all the singers, like everything's done. You did it! Yeah! This could be like a whole month later or a whole year later. whole 3 years later, whole 10 years later, maybe. We're getting there. We're getting to the 10 years for some projects that I haven't heard back from. I don't even know if the people still exist. You did it. It's time to like prepare for the upload and share around. What better way to like bond after a video than to host a watch party? This is when like everyone schedules a time and you release the video at a certain time, and everyone just like live reacts to the video. So those are always really fun. But not a lot of if you've worked with people all across the world, that might not happen, and it's fine. Like majority of people can make it, stuff like that. If you've commissioned a majority of the people for the work, you might not have a watch party for the commissioned people. If they want to come, feel free, but they're probably a little bit busy. And yeah, once you have like a date settled to publish, make sure to promote it around, promote it on the places that you've sent out the recruiting forms in, so like Discord or Twitter. You can even do like YouTube promo, TikTok, blah blah blah, all the other social medias. Why not share it around? You did something worth watching, and just make sure to share it. You can even share it on this video. Ha! Gotcha. Yeah, just share it around, and hopefully have a lot of eyes view your work. Sometimes it can take a few days, sometimes it could take a few years. But yeah, be proud that you've finished something. A lot of projects start, but not a lot of projects finish. So when you get to this point, this is like, it's like those achievements on PlayStation. It's like you got the silver, platinum, you got the platinum award. What top 1% of people finally published a video. So yeah, that's always good to celebrate. And rinse and repeat. Get hooked, get addicted, and just like go back to the top. Go back to the top here. Hold on. We're going to go back to the top. Go back to planning for your next collab. Or even better, plan multiple collabs. Oh boy. As long as you don't forget about your collabs and you think you can manage more than one at a time, then go ahead. Just don't overwhelm yourself. Being the host or being the organizer for one of these collabs does take a lot of effort, and it's okay to admit your losses. Like sometimes it's better if everyone's lost momentum, if everyone is like not that interested anymore, no one's like completing the deadlines. Sometimes you have to admit defeat. You have to be like, aw shucks, I guess like we can't make it. I did my best. I tried to like look for alternative people to help with the collab, but they're also really busy, or like no one's interested in the song anymore. At that point, it's like, do you want to linger it and make it AFK, or do you want to just close it down and start fresh? I have had to make those tough decisions before, but I've also been really proud of the stuff that I've hosted and finished out, and I know it's possible because I did one. So your mileage may vary, but do remember at the end of the day, if you're really passionate about this project and you're just like happy, be happy. Don't burn out because of tight deadlines. Like, learn from your mistake, make it better next time. Don't lose hope. Yeah. What is it? Motivational posters right now. We're going down the list of motivational posters. Oh dear. Alrighty. Let's see. So that basically covers the gist of what I wanted to cover today. Great. I made it at like the 1:30 mark, so that's exactly where I wanted to end. There is a lot more to this. I could go in depth on the scripting, like how to script for collabs, how to make full on like what makes a good blend. Sometimes people don't know, so I mean, like I might not know sometimes. Like, you go with your gut feeling. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, blend tests, sometimes the microphone that people are using affect the voices a lot too. So two people might blend really well, but their microphones just don't match. And no matter how much EQ you make, maybe it will just never be. They were never meant to be. It is possible. Okay, let's see. Aside from that, I think I'm gonna call it a day, yeah. Now I have to make a really long form video about those. Boo! Let's see. So yeah, there's a lot of things I wanna delve into. If anyone has any like specific questions on anything, please feel free to put it down. Wait. Do live videos? Can you comment on live videos? I think you can. If you have any questions, feel free to post it in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you all. Let's see. Today is a Tuesday. I will see everyone back on Twitch for gaming streams on Thursday. Yeah, most of the time I do my gaming streams and everything on Twitch TV/Belphie_VT. Yeah, I clearly know my own username. But I will be continuing to do this series on YouTube. So if you're looking for, like, if you have any questions on how to make music covers or anything really related to this, how to commission artists, I did not go through anything about commissioning for this time. We can make that another stream. Other than that, I will see everyone next time.